So you need to do a lit review. What is a literature review, and how do you do it? A literature review is a summary of the most significant research published on a topic. It shows the relationship between research studies. As such, it is a secondary source, not a primary source. A literature review can be a full-length article. In this case, it would be called a review article or sometimes a literature review article. It could also be just a part of a published article that is called the literature review section. The purpose of the literature review is to familiarize the reader with the relevant literature and to demonstrate the relationships among prior research studies. It informs the reader of what has already been discovered. It is different from other research papers in that it focuses on the literature itself. A literature review is not an annotated bibliography, it's not an encyclopedic essay, and it is not primary or original research. To do or create your own literature review, you will need to look for existing review articles. You will also need to look for research articles on the topic because they'll have a section on literature review. Just to clarify the difference between a review article and a research article, here's an example of a review article. Notice in the methodology section of the abstract, it discusses that this is a literature review, not a research study. Here's an example of a research article. This is actually a reporting of someone's research, but it does include references to earlier studies in the literature review in the beginning part of the article. Where will you find literature reviews? Well, they're published in scholarly peer-reviewed journals. They're also published in doctoral dissertations and graduate theses. And how would you find these? Well, start with the library databases such as ERIC, PsycInfo, or Dissertations and Theses, and link to the full text of the articles in the databases, or by using the Find It at Purdue button in the databases. Let's do an example. Let's look for a literature review of bullying in schools. Start at the library homepage, click on the Database tab, and in this window, scroll down and find PsycInfo. We're going to start our research with PsycInfo. Once PsycInfo has been loaded, click on the Advanced button, the Advanced Search button, and let's type bullying in the first line. And let's make this a subject heading word, so it only searches the subject heading field. In the second box, let's type schools or children. Let's leave that box open so it will search the title, the abstract, and the subject heading field. And in this box, let's type literature review. Now, because we're in PsycInfo, it has a special area where it tags all literature reviews under methodology. So let's choose methodology. So we have three ideas here: bullying in schools or of children, and we're looking for a literature review. Our results are ranked by relevancy. So according to the computer, this is the first article is the best article. This particular article is available in full text in PsycInfo. If you click here, the full text will load. Let's choose this article. Let's open this up just so you can see what the full record looks like. Here we can see the author and the author address. It's published in this journal. And we see our keywords bullying and children showing up. And if we scroll down here, we can see that the methodology in literature is a literature review. All of these articles are tagged this way. Let's scroll down a little bit on the topic. Here's another article. It is about bullying. And this article is not available in full text in the database, so we'd have to click on the Find It at Purdue button to find it. Just to review the difference between review articles and research articles, review articles report on others' work. The purpose of the review article is to evaluate the previous literature. Research articles report on the author's original research. The purpose of the article is to test a hypothesis. Both are published in scholarly journals. When you're doing a literature review, you are looking for both types of articles.